I think that Yasser felt that it was his last days in Palestine when he kissed the people while going into the plane. It was so touching. You feel that death is approaching. You know, the smell of death, you smell death. So I smell the smell of death.
In his last 4 weeks of life, nearly 50 doctors from Palestine, Egypt, Tunisia, Jordan, and France try to save him. They test him for virtually every known disease, including some of the world's rarest conditions. But every single test comes back negative. In this exact room, Yasser Arafat dies at 3:30 in the morning on the 11th of November, 2004. And it's been an unsolved case ever since.
Is this something, some unusual illness or whatever? Or on the other hand, is it some poison?
8 years ago, Arafat's medical files were handed over to the Palestinian Authority. While they promised a full investigation, little has happened since. But there was a second copy, held by his widow, Suha. She agreed to give his entire medical files to Al Jazeera for this exclusive investigation, along with his x-rays and his final possessions, his clothes, medicines, even his signature headscarf. And we have taken them to the best laboratories in Europe for forensic testing. For the scientists, every fragment is rich with possibility, even his hair.
You can perform the analysis even 10 years after collection.
Al Jazeera has undertaken a 9-month investigation to try to find out what killed Yasser Arafat. Was it natural causes or murder?
If I know that Yasser was poisoned, it will close a chapter of the enigma of his death.
Yasser Arafat. Over 4 decades, he was the single most important international figure in Middle East politics. The world's best-known Arab, he is the face of popular resistance, the one man who drove the Israeli-Palestinian conflict onto the world agenda.
He was the one that invented the peace process. It's not the Israelis, not the Americans. He created the peace process in 1988. So he recognized the two-state solution, and by this he unleashed the peace process. He was the only one who could have given legitimacy to an agreement that is always painful, that is always